Over the weekend, I was out in LA visiting with some friends. One of them is actually seriously considering moving to Mexico as a result of the Trump presidency. I mean, literally, in fact, he and his wife were flying down to Mexico. They're probably flying today to check out a community down there. There are numerous large American expat communities in Mexico. Another person I know, and which reflects my tendencies, proclivities, desire, has decided to actually become an activist, to get involved, to throw herself into what's going on, rather than trying to run away from it. On the other hand, I've heard from other people that this is it. I have a relative who said, I'm done with politics. In fact, a friend of ours, one of our neighbors the other day, Louise said, what are your thoughts on Trump? And she said, I'm going to go home and watch cat videos on YouTube. I'm over it. It's friendly furry things. No more politics. And oddly enough, there are some people who are actually literally buying guns who are not like your traditional right-wing gun nuts. That seems like the most self-defeating of all the things that you could do. But, what are you doing? What is your reaction to Donald Trump? There was a rather hysterical reaction over on Facebook. As you know, I sent $5 to the Donald Trump campaign when it became fairly obvious to me that he was going to be the Republican nominee, just to get on his mailing list. I do this every year. I sent $5 to Mitt Romney. I sent $5 to John McCain. At least back in the day, 14 years ago when we started this show, if you sent $5 to a Republican, you'd know that you'd get at least $25 worth of junk in the mail, and you'd cost the party something. Now they do it with email, so it doesn't cost them anything. But still, I wanted to know what was being said. And what I've been getting are all these emails from Donald Trump, theoretically, saying, hey, free tickets, come to Washington, D.C. We're trying to give them away. Mike Pence on Facebook posted this thing on January 14th. It's hysterical. He says, would you like an invite to the inaugural welcome concert and inaugural swearing-in ceremony? Click here to register for your tickets. Reserve your free tickets. And then the comments. The comments are hysterical. You can see this over at facebook.com/Mike Pence. And Will says, can't make it, but I will definitely tune in for the impeachment proceedings. Kim says, sorry, I can't attend. I volunteered to polish John Lewis's Presidential Medal of Freedom while he's out of town. Cree says, my dog needs her anal glands expressed that day. I figured I should learn it to do it myself, since we're going to be reluctantly cleaning up a lot of that stuff in the next few years anyway. Jill says, no thanks. I only attend inaugurations for legitimately elected presidents. It's probably the most serious response. Michelle says, sorry, I won't be able to make it. I need to be well rested for this little march. A few women friends of mine are having the next day. Should be a good time. Maybe if you see us on the news, make sure you tweet a sexist remark. Alan says, sorry, can't do, having elective root canal surgery scheduled back on November 9th. Susan says, no, but I'm very much looking forward to the rebroadcast at 11:30 p.m. on Saturday night on NBC. Yeah. DC Cedar says, I wouldn't want to take jobs from all the seat fillers you paid, and I have a much larger event to attend the following day. Perhaps you heard of the Women's March? Tara says, no, I'll be busy watching a Meryl Streep movie that night. Roxanne says, this clip reminds me of the Hunger Games. Where's Katniss? The clip being, there's a little video clip there. It's in the video part of Mike Pence's Facebook page. Daniil says, I'd rather have all my soft tissue gnawed off my body by rabid woodland creatures. Maybe next time when our country is smart enough to elect a real president. Bridget says, I'd rather stick 100 straight pins in my eyelids. Lynn says, I so wish I was free, but I'm thinking I really should volunteer at Planned Parenthood that day. Have fun. I'll make a donation in your name. Responses to Mike Pence, hawking free tickets. Why are they so desperately giving away free tickets? Well, it's going to be a low-key event. So your thoughts about what you're going to do in response to the Pence-Trump presidency.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.
And I say Pence-Trump, it was a slip of the tongue, but now that I think about it, Trump has basically said his vice president is going to be running the show, so maybe it is Pence-Trump.